Ramadan Kareem, welcome to the very first episode of Inside Lagos in the sacred month of Ramadan. As the Lagos State government marks the beginning of this holy period with lectures and prayers, we'll be exploring the remarkable growth of the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital LASUTH under the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. All you need to do is to fasten your seatbelt. We shall hopefully land together after 25 minutes. I'm Adedoja Salam Adeni, and this is Inside Lagos.
Ẹni tí ò dé kò ìrìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni ò dé kò ìrìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Mo ní pé bó o bá dé kò ìrìn ẹkù kan. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn òyìnbó débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Haúsá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Àwọn Ìgbò débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tá a jẹ́ ṣe. Àwa ni center of excellence. Gbogbo Yorùbá débẹ̀ wọ́n rí tí wọ́n mú lọ. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ẹni òde kò ìrìn ẹkù kan. Èkó ò ní bàjẹ́ lórí àwa. Àwa ni center of excellence. Ọ̀pọ̀ ò bá dé kò ìrìn ẹkù.
Every year, Muslims around the world eagerly anticipate the sighting of the new crescent moon, which signifies the commencement of Ramadan, the 9th month of the Islamic calendar and the most sacred month in Islam. This year, as usual, the Lagos State government ushers in the holy month with a lecture and prayers, with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu urging the faithful to make good use of this sacred month.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome into our midst the Governor of Lagos State.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, alongside his deputy Obafemi Hamzat, attended the first state Ramadan lecture. This year's gathering focuses on having an impactful Ramadan. Clerics from different Islamic organizations converged here to remind Muslims of the importance of the sacred month and to pray for the state and its people.
وسلم تسليما كثيرا سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Governor Sanwo-Olu's message encourages the faithful to open their hearts and tap into the grace of the month and to make the most of Ramadan a month of forgiveness, mercy, and spiritual growth.
Our message is still what we usually preach in Lagos. It's a period of holiness. Is a period in which people need to admonish themselves, need to encourage themselves in their faith, and it's a period where you need to be in constant conversation with your God. So it's a time for us as a people where we need to continue to ensure that we live in peace and harmony.
Fasting in the month of Ramadan enables Muslims to attain piety. Clerics say fasting can be invalidated not only by eating and drinking, but also by backbiting and other vices.
If fasting does not make you to be pious, if fasting does not take you away from sins, if fasting does not take away telling lie from you, Allah does not need your hunger. Allah does not need your act of eating tasty. The essence of Ramadan is for us to turn a new leaf, to turn a better leaf.
When you fast and you do not allow your eyes to fast, you do not allow your mind to fast, you do not allow even the way you talk to fast, you are not fasting. You are only causing yourself hunger without having the benefit of fasting.
Ramadan is the month of the Holy Quran. In it lies Laylatul Qadr, the month of power, a night that has more blessings, and it is more sacred than 1,000 months.
يريد الله بكم اليسر ولا يريد بكم العسر.
For 49 days, the Lagos State House of Assembly was embroiled in an intense power struggle. But now, the impasse appears to be over. As lawmakers and observers waited for hours, the sound of the bell finally rang, signaling the start of plenary. Journalists were granted access. A tense meeting was underway outside the chambers with 39 lawmakers in attendance. Moments later, Mudashiru Obasa joined the discussion while assembly staff stood by watching. Just when we thought plenary would begin, 3 ranking members of the House went into another meeting, this time with APC Chairman Cornelius Ojelabi, the State Attorney General Lawal Pedro, Mudashiru Obasa and Mojisola Miranda. Minutes later, lawmakers proceeded to the chamber. Mojisola Miranda walked in and took her seat as presiding officer, marking a pivotal moment in the crisis. The session commenced with an outpouring of commendations for our leadership during the turbulent 49-day period.
I want to thank you for your sacrifice for the state. I want to thank you, and God bless you. Thank you.
In 49 days, you have given me the peace I have lost for a year and a half in this house.
We were able to show that together we remain strong. We're able to show in love.
The commendations were followed by resignations done by all principal officers of the House, but some were renominated to assume new roles. In response to the accolades, Mojisola Miranda formally announced her resignation as Speaker.
Once again, history beckoned on me to make personal sacrifice towards resolving the stemming, implacable leadership crisis rocking this assembly of patriots. It is with every sense of responsibility that I hereby give you notice of my decision to resign as the Speaker of the Lagos State House of Assembly with effect from today, 3rd of March 2025. And I value and cherish the solidarity freely given to me. I am sincerely grateful to each of you for your support and collaboration. At this point, I take a bow as your Speaker.
She stood up from the Speaker's seat to join the rest of the lawmakers amidst loud applause from the gallery. Shortly after, she was nominated as Deputy Speaker and sworn in immediately. The floor then turned to the selection of a new Speaker.
People of Intiosa Constituency 1, rise this afternoon to nominate Right Honorable Dr. Mudashiru Ajayi Obasa.
Mudashiru Obasa was nominated.
I, Mudashiru Ajayi Obasa, solemnly swear that in the service of the state as the Speaker of Lagos State House of Assembly, I will be faithful, bearing true allegiance to Lagos State of Nigeria.
And he appeared, then returned as the Speaker, after which the House adjourned indefinitely.
The Lagos State government has not only put in place a blueprint to provide medical infrastructure, it is also strategically investing in the upgrade and maintenance of health facilities across the state. This is to enable Lagosians have access to quality and affordable healthcare services. In this report, we featured the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, LASUTH, over the last 3 years. The Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, LASUTH, Ikeja, emerged from a modest cottage hospital established on the 25th of June 1955 by the Old Western Regional Government to provide healthcare services for people of Ikeja and its environs. The cottage hospital later metamorphosed into a full-fledged general hospital which served as a secondary-level healthcare facility. The need for a tertiary healthcare facility for the training of doctors and other healthcare professionals, as well as providing quality clinical services, led to its upgrade from a general hospital to a modern, well-equipped teaching hospital with state-of-the-art equipment. The Lagos State government formally converted the Ikeja General Hospital to the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, LASUTH, in July 2001. Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, LASUTH, stands as a beacon of healthcare excellence in Nigeria. Established to provide top-notch medical services, education and research, LASUTH plays a pivotal role in advancing healthcare standards. particularly with the dynamic city of Lagos. Now, let's take a look at Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's move to improve the standard of the teaching hospital, its multipurpose structure, the pediatric sickle cell center, and its social services center, among others.
LASUTH today is one of the foremost teaching hospitals in West Africa, providing high-quality services through highly skilled professionals, utilizing ultra-modern equipment.
Coming back to Babajide Sanwo-Olu's tenure.
Professor Adetokunbo Fabanwo, a highly experienced obstetrician and gynecologist, serves as the Chief Medical Director of the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital. He speaks about the developmental strides in the hospital in the last 3 years and commended Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration for turning the teaching hospital around.
These premises, this hospital, has seen tremendous changes, exponential changes in terms of infrastructure, in terms of advanced clinical services, in terms of the establishment of training institutions, and in terms of acquiring expert personnel.
We need to explore the primary developments at LASUTH over the last 3 years, and our tour guide is the head of quality assurance, Dr. Olufemi Ogumoku.
You would see how the place is fully and well equipped.
We passed through the ongoing construction of a 4-story eye clinic. Our first port of call was the Special Services Center. It comprises of dialysis units, endoscopy units, among others.
So these are cath lab, so where we have life-saving procedures, and then so this is the control room here, and then that's 1 billion worth of equipment.
What do you do inside there?
So what we have here, you have intervention procedures. Someone comes in, heart attack, there's a clot in the heart, and then these are things that kill people within minutes, and then you prepare, you take them in, bring out the clots, you put in stents. So we have life-saving procedures that happen, you don't need to travel out of the country to get it done here. We have the resources, the personnel, our cardiac interventionists. They're always on ground here to perform life-saving procedures.
That cardiac catheterization lab is the only one in any public hospital in Nigeria as we speak. Okay? And the functions of that lab are enormous. There you can save lives. People with heart attacks, people with pulmonary embolisms, if they come on time, you're able to go in, intervene, and remove whatever clot is about to kill them. Okay, that is done. We have experts. We have 2 gentlemen who have trained in India who are able to do that on a regular basis in our cardiac cath lab.
The new Pediatric Sickle Cell Center is one of the new buildings recently added to the hospital. It is a one-stop shop for the management of children with sickle cell disease. Nigeria accounts for 150,000 newborns living with sickle cell disease, SCD, annually. Sadly, nearly half of affected children die before their 5th birthday. Furthermore, approximately 50 million people are also carrying the sickle cell traits. Unfortunately, despite the high prevalence, many Nigerians do not bother to undergo genotype testing before marriage.
The level of literacy in Nigeria, is very low. The number or the percentage of citizens that are literate, that are aware, that we even know anything about genotypes is very low. I can say safely, with my full chest, that if you're talking about the new generation of men and women who are getting married, they are acutely aware, about, genotype issues. As a matter of fact, there's a joke that if a man meets a lady and they go on their first date, the first question is, what's your genotype? Yes, the first question is, what's your genotype? So if you say yes, and I'm also yes, we just eat our rice and dodo and say bye-bye and go. Because we know that there is no way there. There's no. However, let me now quickly say that technology has even made that an obstacle that can be overcome. Because now with technology, even if AS and AS marry, they can manage their pregnancies by having fetal testing very early of whatever pregnancy they achieve. And we would know the genotype of the fetus that they have.
So if it is SS,
you evacuate, remove it. But then moralists will come in and say you are committing murder. That why would you allow a pregnancy to happen when eventually you will now remove it? So that challenge is there.
Under the administration of Babajide Sanwo-Olu, LASUTH has become renowned for providing advanced tertiary care. Over the past 3 years, the hospital has been performing regular open heart surgeries, averaging 2 procedures per week.
Governor Sanwo-Olu gave approval for a large sum of money to be used to carry out open heart surgery this year on 30 indigent patients. That's a big one. The money is already in LASUTH account. Okay?
Is it free?
Free open heart surgery on 30 indigent. You heard indigent. Indigent means has no money. Yes, so the government is sponsoring fully open heart surgery on 30 indigent patients, and we are starting soon.
On the brain drain experienced within the medical sector, Professor Fabanwo said the Lagos State government has since developed a policy to counter the impact.
We've come to the point at which we start giving kudos to Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu for approving for us an exit replacement strategy. That exit replacement program or strategy, what it means is that we are automatically allowed to replace all staff that are exited from our hospital in the last 3 months without any need for further approvals from any agency.
LASUTH now boasts of many schools, including Orthopedic Cast Technology School, Advanced Institute of Neonatal Studies, Echocardiography, Caregiver Academy, affiliated to John Academy UK, among others. Before now, patients' relatives usually slept on the floor and hung around the hospital premises. However, the patients' relatives' quarters has brought relief to the families. The 26-bed building is specifically designed to provide accommodation for relations of patients. Florence Adeoye has been here for the past 1 week.
Ever since I've been here, that I've lodged in, it's very conducive and peaceful.
Bolanle Gomsi Odusi is also here to care for her son.
When my son was first brought in, he was turning 30 and diagnosed sickle cell anemia. He had never had that before, never shown that symptom, a very brilliant boy. I give it to LASUTH. I give it to LASUTH. I give it to LASUTH. Despite the fact that all this was happening, they were still thinking of we relatives. LASUTH is good. They have caregivers that are beautiful. Their hospitality is wonderful. Their nurses are mothers. Their doctors are professionals. They won't give up on you.
Another modern infrastructure with the state-of-the-art equipment is the Sustainable Development Goals Multipurpose Building.
The Sustainable Development Multipurpose Building is one of the state-of-the-art medical facilities and a diverse range of departments inside the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, LASUTH.
The 200-bed SDG multipurpose medical building, donated by the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Sustainable Development Goals, is an L-shaped 2-story structure with a waiting shed, is geared towards expansion, improvement of healthcare delivery, and complements the existing inadequate bed space at LASUTH.
We had an acute shortage of bed spaces, and one of our benefactors and friends, Mrs. Adejoke Adefulure, who usually visits us, both socially and medically, asked us what we needed, and we just told her that we needed more wards. And she immediately got the SDG office in Abuja to approve the construction of a big building for us to give us additional wards. But you see, we decided to seize the opportunity to put in some advanced services in that building. So we not only have general wards, we have private wards. We have what we call the luxury wards, the super luxury wards. These super luxury wards are meant for high net worth individuals who may want to check in over the weekend to be tested. They don't have to be sick. Our philosophy is the Robin Hood philosophy. If you remember the Robin Hood folk tale, he robbed the rich to cater for the poor. We are not robbing, but we provide services, high-level services that the rich can pay for in order to continue to subsidize the services that we give to the poor people. And that's why over the last 3 years, we've kept our fees constant. We have not adequately responded to the economic realities of Nigeria by increasing our fees.
The building comprises intensive care unit ICU, theater, dental clinic, private rooms, family medicine clinic, super executive rooms.
So the luxuries.
Yes, so you have those private rooms and you have executive rooms.
So
yes.
What's the difference?
Amenities.
I like to see.
Yeah, the difference is in the amenities.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Hello. Yeah, good
Hello.
afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. And nurses at your beck and call.
And he said you don't have to be sick before you come here.
Yes,
Just relax.
yes. You can do your 2-3 days. That's the wellness, our wellness clinic.
Do it fast. This is a wellness clinic that you don't have to be sick before you visit. I mean, just come for a checkup, massage, use the jacuzzi, enjoy life. And doctors will come here for a checkup, check you, come back with the results. For 2-3, how many days?
You can come in, you can come in a day, 2 days, 3 days to just rest.
And then you check out.
Away from the hustle and bustle of Lagos, somewhere to just regain your mental states back.
Wow, thank you so much, Doctor. We really appreciate your guide so far on this journey. Thank you. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration has demonstrated its commitment to providing modern healthcare facilities for Lagos residents, aligning with the Teams Plus agenda, which prioritizes health and well-being. The Lagos State University Teaching Hospital LASUTH Remarkable Infrastructure Development Package does it onto this edition of Inside Lagos. And as our Muslim viewers observe the holy month of Ramadan in 2025, we wish them a blessed period of fasting and fervent prayers. Amadi Doja, Salam Adeniyi, Ramadan Kareem.